Well, hi, Jenna.
Well, hi, Shelby. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I am glad it is Friday.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Nice. Oh, God, spill my drink.
For the third week.
Yeah, I think that'd be the third week in a row that I
Oh
spill
my
on
gosh.
my drink on my book.
That was so funny.
So what are we talking about today?
Oh my gosh. We are talking about Kingdom of the Wicked
Beautiful.
by Kerri Maniscalco.
I love this cover.
I love this cover too.
Color cover.
Yeah, I mean, I do love this. Oh no. Oh no.
We're there already, huh?
I didn't think so, but maybe. Oh my gosh. But yes, I love this cover, and I love that the rest of the series covers look like this too.
Yeah. I do love when they coordinate well.
Yeah.
If I had one word to describe myself while reading this book, it was hungry. Not horny. Hungry.
Okay, honestly though, they talked about some bomb food.
Just all this Italian food all the time. Like, there was a lot of talk about Italian food, and honestly, I was here for it.
I was so here for it. I was so excited.
It made me so hungry.
I know. Well, it's funny because, like, my favorite dish is, like, Italian. Mm-hmm. We eat Italian literally all the time. And so I was just like, oh, my God, I make these dishes. I love this so much.
Yeah, it was sweet.
I was loving it. I was really loving it.
Yeah. So what did you rate this book?
I gave this a 4 out of 5.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
like a very solid 4.
Nice. I'm going to check what I said on Goodreads because now I'm kind of forgetting. I think I gave it 3.5, but like rounded,
did you?
But like rounded up to 4 stars in Goodreads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked it. It was another one I was like, I liked it enough to keep reading the series.
Yes.
And I did read it within a day.
Oh yeah.
But it did feel really predictable.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I still liked it, and I still liked it enough that I bought the next book as soon as I finished this one.
I know. I did too. I immediately was like, well, now I have to know what happens. Mm-hmm. Well, especially I was seeing on her Instagram, her posting some fan art that must be in the next books. And I was like, wait.
Oh, I mean, I've seen a lot of Wrath fan art, which is
I've
funny.
seen a lot of Envy fan art.
Oh.
Uh-huh. And I was like,
haven't.
Hold up.
Well, hey, don't you be ruining things for me.
I'm not, I don't even know what it means.
I don't know what it means, but it's provocative.
Gets the people going.
I mean, those fan arts do sometimes.
Yes, they do.
No, I had one of the Bookish Box months. They like usually come with fan art like print in them. Ooh. And there was one of them that came with a Wrath print, and the only reason I like remembered that is because I think I maybe sold that one, but it had the snake coming up the arm, and so I was like, oh, that's got to be this one.
Oh,
like I kind of forgot about that. But
so if you had 3 words to describe this book, what would they be?
Italian, witches, dark.
Oh, I like that.
What about you?
Mine was also Italian. If you've read the book, you know.
Yeah.
Italian, spooky.
Spooky. That's maybe better than dark, yeah. I like
but
that.
I liked dark. I liked dark a lot. So Italian, spooky, and secrets.
Ooh, I do love a good book with secrets.
We got some tippy tappies
we
from
do
Dixie
have some
Girl.
tippy tappies from Dixie.
I love it. She's so cute. Every time we record, she's like, "Hi guys, I'm here." You could probably see her in it.
little tail wagging,
little tail wagging. She's been feeling very needy today. She needs a lot of attention.
And a shake.
Hi, sweet girl.
Hey, sweetie.
Oh, she's here to play. She's here to play.
Only now, though. She'll sleep all day.
Exactly. But now she's ready. She's ready now.
So what are some of the, like, tropes or themes or things in this book that you liked?
I know you said it was predictable. I liked the plot twists at the end. Uh-huh. I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Some of the other tropes, it was kind of... Oh, wait. Maybe I don't want to get into a spoiler. secrets.
Yeah.
That's a good spoiler-free trope.
Yeah. I also always liked, I don't know what the actual name for it is, but like forced allies.
That's a, yep.
I really I do really enjoy that.
I was on that same page as well.
I think that's a really fun like theme that I really enjoyed out of this too.
Yeah.
And I don't know, love books with family in it.
I do too.
Like actual family too, not just found family.
Yes, I 100% agree with you. And that was something that I said for another book, is that I loved how well that the family was like a close family instead of being like, oh, the mom died and then the dad died and then the dad was never there. Like, it was like this was actually like a full-blown family, and they all loved each other, and they thought nobody had any secrets, and yeah, they communicate. Like, I that always gets my heartstrings going.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always appreciate that too, because I do think sometimes it's like a little overdone when like, oh, all of my family has already passed away and I'm just taking care of myself. And like, I do appreciate sometimes fixing it up, but
yeah, I 100% agree with that.
So if you had to like try and classify like one type of reader that you think would really love this book, what do you think?
Oh my gosh, that's a really good question. I think if you like, I want to say YA fantasy, but I can get it down a little bit more. I think if you like YA fantasy with like spooky vibes, I think this is the book for you.
Yeah, especially if you like banter or like playful competitiveness almost. Yeah. You know, I think this has like really, really good on that energy also, which is really fun. So if you like that type of energy between characters, then Kingdom of the Wicked is a really good one.
Absolutely. And I've heard, so somebody on either our TikTok or our Instagram, when we said we were reading it, was like, oh, Kingdom of the Wicked, it's okay. The next ones
are better.
Are so much better. Like, don't let that one get you. The next ones are so much better. And I really liked this. And so I was like, what do they mean? Like, this is so good. And the next ones are better.
I think we've talked about that before, though. That's one fun thing about series or trilogies or whatever, that sometimes there is a lot of setup in the first book.
Yeah.
And I think both of us almost always like the second book best.
Oh, absolutely.
And so I can understand that person's point of view, too, of just saying that the first one's fine, but read the next.
Yeah. And I was like, but I already really liked this one.
I loved where this left off, though, so I really do think that. And that's why I say maybe 3.5 was weak. Maybe I should round it up to 4 as I've like sat on that rating more.
We always do this.
I know. As I sat on that rating more, I think it could maybe come up to 4.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was like, eh. But the ending was good. And there wasn't any parts in the middle that I like disliked.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay. I have so many spoiler things I want to talk about.
Okay, spoiler. If you have not read this,
wait and come back after you've read it. Come back.
But read this. Read it. And before we get into spoilers.
Oh yeah, what are we drinking? Let's cheers again.
Cheers again.
With my caged in hand.
Cheers. Cheers.
So we are theming this drink loosely.
I think it works really well.
Yeah. The limoncello, I don't know, it was like some drink that her sister would make for her. And so we also have a lemonade vodka drink as our... Wow, that's a really satisfying noise.
Thank you.
So we also have a vodka lemonade drink inspired by the limoncello to try and feel those Italian vibes.
The limoncello vibes.
And in case we run out of that, we have Italian wine too.
We do. Which, okay, if you guys have not tried the sparkling ices with vodka.
Show 'em. Can you grab it? I don't think you can reach it.
I'm also Cajun. I can't grab it.
We'll show you on our story on Instagram.
Insert picture of sparkling ice here.
Right. There's an obsession. It's okay.
So good. It's delicious. And it's always so refreshing, too, so I love that.
Not sponsored. We just love it.
If you want to sponsor us, we would appreciate it.
We would take that. But yes, that's our limoncello inspired drink.
That is our limoncello
for this book.
Mm-hmm. Spoilers. spoiling this.
Whoa.
Oh, shit. That's
What was that?
That's my book.
Oh, you might need that.
I might need that.
I feel like I'm like Vanna White.
It's like an ad.
Okay.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Just like I loved this book. Oh my gosh. All right, Jenna, what's your first spoiler? What's the first thing you want to talk about?
I love him. I love him, man.
Oh my gosh.
I love him. I like from the first moment when okay, well, so first of all, I guess maybe even starting earlier, I actually was surprised that her sister died that quickly.
Yes.
Like I thought something was gonna happen with her, but I thought, I don't know why I like more got the vibes that I thought she would be like going down the dark side or something. Like I was not expecting her to like actually be dead.
Yeah, I thought she was like, oh, I'm gonna bring her back, she's actually dead.
Yeah.
She died.
Genuinely was not expecting her to be like truly dead. So that really surprised me.
That really surprised me too. And you want to know what kind of vibes I was getting from that? Maybe a spoiler for another series. Danica vibes. Like secret after secret after secret after secret.
Yeah, I could see that.
I was like, wow, you're just finding out more secrets that she had.
Yeah. Yeah, Victoria was doing her own thing for sure.
Yes, she was. And we still don't know totally what it was.
So I guess then like almost kind of a prediction for that side. Do you think she's in hell? Do you think Victoria is in hell?
Oh, yeah.
I think so too. I think for sure that Amelia is going to see her in hell.
Yes.
When she goes down there, and I cannot wait for that reunion.
Me too. Well, I love that the headings on this book are kind of like from Serpent and the Wings of Night, where they're like, it's less of like,
oh yeah, that they have the quotes from the grimoire. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's less of like telling you what's happening in the past, but more like things that their families have and like little predictions and whatnot.
Was that Serpent in the Wings or was that Fourth Wing that had those? I know that Fourth Wing had the headers.
Fourth Wing did, yes.
With
Serpent in the Wings of Night had like the flashbacks.
Yeah. Yep.
And so I loved that they had this like little like insight and like little predictions that have like already been made. And one of them was like, one of you will be dark and one of you will be light, basically.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I had that
did you?
In the very end, or was it in the end? Is it somewhere else? Hold on. I got to figure out where it was. But there was somewhere. Yeah. Okay. So this was.
Oh, I love it.
321. This was at the very end. And it said, it's been a constant argument among the 13 witch families of Palermo. Whatever. Some believe it refers to the use of light and dark magic. Few think it means a prince will fall in love with a witch. Others believe it means one twin will rule hell to stop this world from being destroyed. Yeah. And then there are others who think both twins are meant to sacrifice themselves to save both realms, one to heaven and the other to hell.
Okay, that is exactly the quote that I was thinking of.
Yeah. I kind of thought that might be.
Yeah. So I was just like, oh my gosh. Well, there's a couple ways that could go.
Yeah. There are. Well, there's like 3 ways that they even list just like that. Which of those do you think would be most likely, or do you think there's another option that you think is most likely? Do you think it's going to be?
You're gonna throw another option.
I'll list them again. Do you think it's going to be Prince will fall in love with a witch?
I think that's already happened.
Right. One twin to rule hell, or both twins sacrifice themselves, one to heaven and the other to hell.
Oh gosh. I think a prince has already fallen in love.
I think so too.
And I think multiple actually.
Yeah. I kind of think that she's going to rule too. It does make me wonder if maybe like, I don't know, maybe like throughout the trilogy, like her sister will be released from hell and get to go to heaven instead or something.
Okay, I've actually thought about that.
Yeah. Because like Amelia will, fall in. Oh, and because like, okay, again, so Wrath, when he's like introducing himself and he goes, one day you'll call me Death. For now, Wrath will do. I screeched a little at that.
So I actually also have that tabbed. Because I did the same thing. I was like, oh
my God. And so that makes me think that he's going to like kill, I don't even remember who they call it. I don't think he was called Lucifer in this book, but think like whatever, the devil. I think they just call him the devil.
This brings up so many questions. Keep going. Keep going.
But so I feel like he's going to kill whoever's like really actually over all of the 7 princes, and that he's going to like become the king, and that she's going to rule with him. That's how I think it's going to end.
That's actually how I think it's going to end too. I'm just kind of wondering.
Oh, that was bad.
There we go. That's actually kind of what I was thinking too, because I was like, I mean, so Victoria has to come back, but I'm like, what if she comes back and she like redeems herself and is brought into heaven? Or what if she's the ruler of hell? But I don't know. I'm always so bad at this. You give me choices and I don't know how to choose. I don't know. This is a why choose.
It should be. What did you think of the scene when she first traps Wrath? Like, she doesn't realize that that's what is going to happen, and she doesn't use animal blood. She uses her own blood, which I think is part of the reason why that happened, right?
Oh, you want to know what I think about that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so I have it tabbed. I was laughing so hard. Have you seen Scary Movie?
Yes.
I think it's Scary Movie, or one of those like paranormal like funny ones. So she goes, "In the name of Jesus Christ, I command you to be gone, demon." I say, "Oh my God," cackling. Does the power of Christ compel me? Does it?
Oh my God.
And I had to read it like 3 or 4 times because I was laughing so hard. Do you know that scene that I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. I did not get that, but that is so accurate.
I was literally sitting in there like crying because I was laughing so hard. Does the power of Christ compel me? So that's what I thought when she first summoned him.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I thought it was so funny.
Dude, I loved that scene. She's like trying to be all confident and sassy and like, "Oh yeah, no, I've got this under control." And he's like, "What are you doing, little witch?"
Yes.
Just
do
stop.
you even know what you have done? And we don't find out what she had done until like
much later,
halfway through the book.
Yeah, but then it's clear like he's got his own, because we don't really learn very much about his agenda through this one, right? So he
keeps it very quiet.
We've learned he has to get one more soul,
and she didn't even learn it from him.
But not any more details beyond that, which makes me wonder if it was like maybe he needs a soul given willingly or something, and that's why that one soul is so hard to get. I don't know. Like I just am kind of
It's the detail. Like the detail is there, but it's very vague.
Yeah, it's supposed to be vague, right? We're not supposed to know yet.
Which I love that, because it's like, oh, we're learning more, but like we thought we knew him a little bit. No, we don't.
That's one thing I thought, and we've talked about this in other books recently, but that I thought was so good about Kingdom of the Wicked. The pacing I thought was really good.
Oh yes,
I thought the pacing was like dead on for how I wanted information revealed or how I wanted the plot to move forward.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, I think I've moved it up to 4 stars talking about it now. Yeah.
Yeah, oh gosh, I just love this book. I was like giggling while I was reading it, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So you love Wrath.
I love Wrath.
What do you think of Envy?
Oh, who we met only briefly?
We've met Envy a couple of times. Didn't we?
Did we?
I thought we did.
Maybe. I'm like trying to remember.
Because we met Envy and Lust.
And Lust and Greed.
Greed and Pride?
Well, have we actually met Pride, or is Pride just talked about as being the devil?
This is why I'm confused. The ending of the book was very confusing to me.
Oh, but do I need to go back? I thought the ending was that she basically agrees to go down to...
Yeah, but she was summoning the devil, and then Wrath showed up.
Oh.
And she says, "Oh, this is the devil."
Well, I thought he was just like speaking for the devil.
But he's House of Wrath, not House of Pride. And I was so confused because I was
he said your pride didn't appear in the bone circle the night you spilled blood and summoned me. It was your wrath, your fury.
Well, then why, when she tried to summon the devil, why did he show up? She used the amulets, put them together, summoned the devil.
You know, now that you say that, I kind of wonder, because so now I'm looking at this again, and she's like, "Therefore I choose the devil, not you." And then a little bit further down, he goes, If that's what you choose, speak it into this realm as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
If you're so certain about the devil, swear a blood oath if pride is truly your sin of choice. But then she says if pride is truly your sin of choice, I imagine you won't say no.
But then she says, I choose the house of pride.
I freely choose the devil. Oh, so you think maybe pride isn't the devil? You think wrath is the devil?
Well, here's why I was so confused. I was so confused at the end because I was like, is he pretending to be from the house of wrath, but this is actually the devil?
Oh.
Is wrath actually pride?
Oh. I don't know. Wow. Okay, well, see, maybe this wasn't as predictable as I thought it was.
I know. That's why I was
the end
so confused at, like, the plot twist at the end. The other plot twist about her friend actually being an enemy, I got that one.
Yeah.
I'm still confused about.
I was going to say, what did you think about all the priests? Like, and
I felt like that was a little, I saw that coming a little bit.
He was, like, too nice.
Yes.
In the beginning. It was like,
he was
can't
too
believe
nice.
you.
I didn't see it being the dad, though, instead of the son.
Yeah.
Domenico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily see that either.
But I was like, ooh, good choice of words. Like, good on you, Kerri.
I was also a little bit surprised when, is it Envy that has all of her family held? Mm-hmm. Who was? Yeah. When Envy has all of her family and her grandma, Nona, is that what she calls her?
Nana.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember what it was. That she, like, wakes up and is like, oh, no, actually, I'm fine. And is like,
I was like,
and beat all these people away. I'm like, okay, get it, Grandma.
Okay, get it, Grandma.
I wasn't really expecting her to perk up in that situation, to be honest.
Not at all. Yeah. Not at all. Well, and then that made me seem like she was being super vague with the sisters about, like, the reasons that they're so important and all this stuff.
Right.
And then she's just like, just kidding. I'm super powerful. Bang, I'm going to send you back to hell, demon.
Right?
I was so shocked.
So, I was not expecting that at all. Oh my gosh. Speaking of, like, just thinking of sending back to hell, when Wrath first, like, saves her and then she wakes up and immediately sends him back to that summoning circle, I died laughing. I thought that was so funny.
I did too. I thought she was really funny.
Yeah.
But, like, not in a she was trying to be funny sort of way.
I just actually thought she was funny. And as much as she is still young, we've read plenty of YA, so I get that sometimes they can be a little green. I didn't find her as green or annoying, though, as some other YA characters. Agreed. So I feel like I actually liked Amelia better than I liked others.
I 100% agree with that. I think that even though it didn't say that she hasn't had sex, I think she was like, oh, I haven't done that yet.
Did they even say that?
Because I think that she really wanted to.
With Antonio?
Yep.
Yeah.
But then they never did.
Oh, yeah. But she doesn't like, treat it like she's a prude necessarily. Yeah, I do appreciate that there's not a high value on it.
Right, like where we were talking about with Divine Rivals.
Yeah.
About how it kind of felt like purity culture vibes. I didn't get this at all. And I was so glad that it wasn't like that. Mm-hmm. That she was like, I'm open to it, I just don't want to.
Yeah, well, and it was clear that, like, Victoria maybe was entertaining the other sex.
So what do we feel about Victoria?
Clearly I loved your comparison to Danica vibes, because I really do think there's probably just more going on, and there was more going on in the background than we know about. So I'm curious, because was it greed that she had been working in his club then, right?
Yep.
And so I'm really curious to get more information about how that started and what Victoria was gaining from it.
Me too. Because
there's clearly something going on. I don't know. Yeah, but it's like, did Amelia ever get Victoria's diary back? Someone took it, right?
Oh shoot, you're right. I think the priest took it.
Was it the priest?
Maybe not.
I thought it was one of the other princes that maybe raided her house or something.
Oh wait,
right?
yeah.
So they,
I think it was Envy. I think it was Envy that took it, and she was all upset that it was lost.
Yeah, and it was after she had unlocked it, right? And so it was like still sitting unlocked.
Yeah. Yep. And so but she was saying there was like not anything that she could like decipher in it. And she's like, why was this even like
it's
locked?
Like little clues that you don't realize are clues.
Again, Danica.
Yeah.
I was yeah, I kept making those parallels the entire time I was reading it.
That is such a good comparison.
I was just like, okay, what else are we going to learn about you? What else? And I had that from like the moment that she died. I didn't have it from the very beginning. Where like from the beginning I was like, yeah, you have other things going on clearly. Like you are different than Amelia, which I liked. I liked that they were twins, but they were different.
Right. Had their own personalities.
Yeah. But then I was like, wait, there's more going on here. And there's clearly so much more going on with her family, too.
Yeah. What did you think when Wrath is trying to get her to go and stay at the house that he has secured, and she just kind of like, it's like, all right, family, fucking see ya.
Okay, literally,
Did you find
I was
that weird?
so confused on that as well.
Like, wasn't her family worried that you just aren't coming home and you're all of a sudden staying with this stranger? Like, they clearly keep a good eye on you. And she was there for like days.
Yes.
I was really confused by that part.
I was really confused too. I feel like that might be like a plot hole in the book.
Yeah.
Because I was like, for somebody who is trying to stand up and be so strong, like, that was a very like, I'm going to give in to you right away type of thing.
I don't even know about that. I just thought it was like a plot hole or weird that her family wasn't going crazy and being like, where the fuck are you? Come home.
And then when she did come home, they were like, dinner.
Good to see you.
Help us make dinner.
I was so confused by that whole dynamic.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was so confused. It didn't sit right with me. I was like, why did that? I think I actually have a note in that too. Like, why did that happen so fast?
Yeah, that part was weird.
Or also, like, she kept saying, like, no, I won't do the blood oath. No, I won't do the blood oath. No, I won't do it. And then automatically, yeah, I'll come live with you. Like, what?
Yeah. I don't know. There was just something weird about that.
There was something definitely weird about that. So do we think that Nana actually knows what's going on and she's just like pretending that she doesn't?
I think it's in the middle. I think she knows more history than what we've learned yet, but I don't think that she knew everything Victoria was doing. Okay. So I feel like there's probably like new developments that she's unaware of. Like maybe there have been deals that have been made by Victoria that she doesn't know, but I think that she has more history on like the girls or the horns or like any of that stuff. I don't know.
Which sometimes I kind of feel like, I mean, okay, I felt the exact same way about Danica. Like, yes, you led some clues. Yes, you were like giving little tidbits and everything for people to like find out what's actually going on. But if you weren't actually interested in like finding out more, like you could just be in like severe danger and not even know it. And so like I don't like Danica from Crescent City. I don't really like Victoria either because I'm like, you just put your sister and your family in danger and let nobody else know what was going on.
Yeah. I do hate when characters won't actually lean on their support system and they're like, oh no, I'm going to do this all by myself and it's all going to be a secret. So they're like, oh, well, I'll be fine, so it won't matter. Exactly. And then they die and no one knows what's going on.
Yeah, it's like, hold on, wait, what? You had a deal with the devil? Oh, wow. Good to know.
Literally a deal with the devil?
Literally.
Oh my God.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought this was a very interesting take on religion because I feel like we have like the Greek goddess books, Greek gods and goddesses, and then we also have like Roman mythology. But I feel like putting like witches and religion together, I thought this was a really cool way to do it, where it wasn't like incredibly dark, but like just dark enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I really liked that combination too. And especially because similar to when authors will do like Greek retellings or things like that, people are familiar with, the 7 sins or whatever. And so it does give you a little bit of a baseline going into it. Like, even if you don't know the characters, you can have a little bit of a picture in your mind to like help fill in the gaps faster.
Yes.
And so it does feel like you can like pick up on the world building faster because all she's painting a picture is to say, oh, well, these princes of hell that have each of these sins are out in your world and you didn't even know it. But it makes sense then once you see them, right? And so I felt like it was really easy to fall into that world building.
Absolutely. So we've met wrath, lust, pride. I don't think so. Envy. Greed. We have.
So who are we missing? We're missing? Well, I guess I don't know if we've met pride. I don't think we have.
I don't think we have either. So
what are the other 2 sins?
That's what I'm trying to think.
Sloth? Or not sloth, but like laziness, that type of sloth, right? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, I think you're right.
So that's one.
That's one.
Okay. So the 7 ones are pride, which we haven't met, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth. Those are the 2 we weren't thinking of.
Gluttony and sloth. So we have not met those 2. What did you think about her encounter with lust?
Oh my gosh, I loved that scene. Oh my gosh, I thought that was so funny. Especially
Did you realize what was happening?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you not?
Not until it was like a little bit more obvious, because I was like, why is she acting like that? And then I was like, oh!
When she first went down there, and immediately she went down there, she's like, oh, I all of a sudden feel so good, and these invisible hands are touching me, whatever. You really didn't get the sense that was lust?
No, I thought that another witch was putting her under a hex or something.
Oh.
I didn't think she was encountering another Prince of Hell.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a little too convenient.
I loved, though, after Wrath got there, she's like all over him and stuff. I always love those scenes too. There's like some other books where sometimes the main character, like the female main character, gets like a little too drunk at the bar or something, and it's like tries to push themselves onto the male main character, and they're like, I'm not going to do it this way because I want you to really want it. And that's the vibe I got here, and I ate it up.
I totally ate it up too. I loved it. And he was like, you knock it off.
I loved it so much.
It just kind of felt like he was like slapping her wrist like.
The only thing that I don't love about their relationship so far is that it's like almost a little bit of a weird father-daughter dynamic.
Oh.
Well, not totally like that, but like he does have a little bit of that.
Yes, like protective, but not like.
I don't know. And fatherly isn't the right way to put that, but like
a little bit more of an authoritative figure.
Yeah, well, and he's clearly so much older too, right?
Yes.
Big age gap. So
yeah, but
I think I think the combination. There was like a few scenes that gave me a little bit of the like,
ick.
Oh, you're taking care of her in like a paternal way, which is creeping me out a little.
I can absolutely see that.
Mm-hmm.
I can absolutely see that. Speaking of like paternal figures, I thought it was so freaking funny when she goes home after all of the encounter with like lust and everything, and her mom is shaking the knife at her. Don't go pretending you have no idea what I'm saying. You're lucky your grandmother was sleeping and didn't overhear him. She has enough to worry about while she's healing. And she just goes on, and I'm picturing this just like Italian mother like shaking the knife.
Yeah. It was a good picture.
I was laughing so hard. Oh my gosh. That was
a really good picture of Another one of the scenes that I really loved too, not in a funny, like it was maybe more serious scene, but like that I really loved was when Wrath has the I don't even remember what his name was, but like the guy that he's questioning.
Yeah.
Francesco.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And he's like questioning him and stuff, and Amelia decides that she wants to stay, right? Because he kind of gives her the option to go or stay. Yeah. And then she doubles down. She's like, the prince asked you a simple question. I'll repeat it once for your benefit, and then I'll let him ask his way. I was like, yes.
I was like
you may not be totally on the same page yet, but I appreciate the show of unity there.
Oh, yes. I loved that. I could just picture him like rolling his eyes at her like
are you gonna feed him? Oh, see, I thought the opposite. I had this like
he was proud of her moment.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was probably like he looked at her and he was like, didn't know how she was gonna react, and then she was like, yeah, fucking do what he says.
I'm on his team.
And I saw it more as like okay. Yeah.
I saw him like giggling like, oh, okay, you think you're all big and bad.
No, because it says Wrath kept staring at me, and even though his expression hadn't shifted in the slightest, I swear I almost sensed approval.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
So I loved that.
I liked that scene as well. I thought that was really fun.
Unlikely allies.
Unlikely allies. Did you see, like, okay, Grant, she was the one that called the spell into, like, eternal marriage.
Yeah. Did not see that was the that was the spell. But also then, oh my gosh, when she tries to call it again after she thinks he's dead, she's hoping she can call back. Oh man, that was heart-wrenching.
I was heartbroken. I was like, because in this book, I was like, he's already got 5 other brothers. Like, he could die and she could find somebody else. Which, is he actually dead?
No, because didn't he come back at the end?
Is that actually Pride?
Oh, you think it's Pride, like, posing as Wrath?
Or Wrath was posing as Pride? I don't know. Too many options. I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, now that you have me rereading those last couple pages, that is more uncertain.
Yeah.
Were there any other parts of the book that you really loved?
Oh my gosh, let me see what else I had to have. Because we already talked about some of the ones.
You look like that might be the same spot as me. Is that this part? What page are you on?
309.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Oh.
Here's a different part.
I said... No, I don't know if we've actually talked about this, but when Envy was like, don't you know he needs another soul?
Oh, yeah. And she finds out. I feel like it always goes like that. They find out from someone else that there's, like, something they don't know.
Yes. That, to me, was just like, seriously, like, we really don't know that much about him. And that's why I think the ending was so important to me, is because it's like, we don't know what his actual goal is. He's never once, when she has tried to confront him about it like 3 or 4 times, and he was always just like, you don't know what you don't know. Like, I'm not going to give you any information. You called the marriage bond. Yeah,
although I will say that as much as they said so many times, like, oh, well, the princes are only out for themselves, and they're only out for themselves. He clearly was backing her up over and over and over again. And not just out of convenience.
Exactly. Like he left her cheese and bread and stuff.
I mean, there was definitely interest there. So, but also the like, oh, you're going to have to beg for it. Oh. That was hot. I liked that too.
I always love that though. I feel like a little schoolgirl. Like,
yeah, that was cute too. I think that's probably one of the things I really liked about this book in general. I just liked his dynamic. He's just very like domineering and confident, but like not in a cocky, annoying way. He's just like a very like cool and collected, confident.
Oh, that's my favorite kind of confidence.
I really liked that. So that was fun.
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh.
I had one other spot too. Because they just have so much banter.
They really do.
Which is hilarious because I think there were a couple moments that people looked at Amelia and were like, really? You're going to talk to him like that? Do you feel comfortable?
I also felt that way.
Like she was just so comfortable with it. And one of my favorite lines that I tagged when she was when Amelia is talking to Wrath, and she goes, I believe you love the sound of your own voice. Maybe you should let me teach you about experiencing a wider range of emotions. I thought that was so funny. Maybe you love the sound of your own voice.
Oh my gosh.
But like it was cute that they were just like sitting there and playing cards and talking. And, I don't know. I loved that.
I thought that was so cute. I loved their dynamic as well. Like, but I feel like I really more liked the way that she interacted with him. And then I just thought he was funny and like confident. I loved that. But the way that she was just like so confident. But also, she wasn't annoying.
No. She wasn't overconfident in an annoying way, I didn't think.
No. Because I feel like a lot of times I even felt that way about Aelin for a while. I was like, yeah, she's kind of annoying. And then I was like, oh, wait, she has a reason to be this confident.
She grows into it.
Yes. Yeah, where like she didn't. I felt like, okay, so you kind of mentioned earlier that she, like, we've talked about how sometimes with like YA will like age them up or down. Like I felt like this was really good, and I felt like her reactions and her thoughts and her feelings were very like natural and never out of like, why are you thinking that way? Why are you doing that? It was like, oh, I'd probably be questioning that too. Yeah. Like I was so glad she didn't accept a blood oath right away.
Yep. I agree. And going back to what you were just saying about age, I actually felt this was really on point for age, which I liked.
Me too.
I hadn't really thought about that until you said that, but I don't think that I aged her up, but I also didn't think she seemed really immature.
Right.
So I thought that was really good too.
Yeah. So what do we think that this next book is going to look like?
Right. Well, so we're ending this book of her
Going to hell.
Agreeing to be
in the house of pride.
The devil. That's so let's read that line again here.
Also, how cute are these like edges of the books?
I know, they're so
stinking cute.
Also, how cute was oh my gosh, okay, so I love this.
Oh, yes, with the notes. I loved that.
Like, Amelia Maria DiCarlo willingly agrees to join herself with House Pride. Oh, see, so it does say House Pride there.
Uh-huh. I know.
To sell your soul, sign here.
That's why I think Wrath is actually Pride, and he was just like pretending to be Wrath.
But he was acting different. Wasn't he kind of acting different when he came back up?
Yes, he was. And she goes, oh, he looks like Wrath, but he's acting a little different. Yeah, because maybe is he acting like himself now?
What?
I know. This is why I was so confused. The part that got me.
Oh, I thought you were dead. And
the part that got me was when she called it back up and she goes, well, he looks like Wrath, but there's something different about him.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so curious now. I so didn't see that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Watch this be totally wrong.
Right. Do you think that they're going to be able to work their way out of her terms?
No.
So it was worded as no other witch will be hunted, no human attacked. I want every prince of hell to stay out of this world, and Antonio will be my prisoner to do with as I see fit. It's like pretty clear. I'm so curious to see how they're going to massage that
girlfriend,
verbiage.
Good on you for putting some terms and conditions on this.
Yes.
Like, she's learning,
yeah.
And I love that she was like, I'm not accepting this blindly. Here are my rules and conditions, and he just like, fair enough. Mm-hmm. All right.
But it's kind of like when you negotiate a salary for a new job.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he was just like, okay. I'm like, wait, was that too easy?
Yeah.
Like, should she have asked for more?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You know?
She's like, wait.
How are those negotiation tactics, you know? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
God, now you have me in my mind a little bit.
I know, right?
Is that actually...
Well, it's funny because I usually don't think like this much into books. I was like, I was very proud of myself, but I was also very confused, and so I'm like, watch this be totally wrong, and I just like.
I think these are my guesses for the next book.
Yeah.
I think Victoria's in hell, and Amelia's going to see her when she goes down there. I think Wrath is really Wrath, and that Pride is someone different. I don't think they're the same. I think that they're going to be different, and I think that by like halfway through the next book, she'll get a pop back up to Earth for something.
Oh, I hope so.
Those are my guesses.
Because how bad would it be that she like never gets to see her family again?
I know. I think like her Nona or whatever is gonna like do some summoning and be able to bring her back.
Some
like even if it's just for a little bit. But I feel like she's gonna end up siding with somebody in hell and be like, oh crap, I can actually help you guys do something here and break whatever curse was going on.
Yes. So I actually think that Amelia is going to be the ruler of hell.
Yeah. I see that.
Which is so funny because in the beginning they tried to portray Vittoria.
She's like such a little prim little princess.
Yes. Vittoria was the bad one.
Yep.
Amelia was the good one.
Yep.
I cannot wait to learn more about their like powers that they learned when they were really young and have not used since.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about that.
There were lots of dribbles about that of like her containing her power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they didn't talk about it. Mm-mm. And I'm like, I thought you guys were supposed to be like best friends. Like you told each other everything. Girl, if I had a power, I would tell you 30 seconds after I found out about it.
You better.
I'd be like, Jenna, I can see into the future. You'd be like, tell me more.
Oh my gosh. How do you think that the colors around people, how do you think that's going to come back and be important?
I loved that was added into here. I think that that's going to be, because like Wrath has like a gold shimmery, right? And then it kind of was like auras, but like a little different. But I really liked that was put in there. So like Wrath had like a gold shimmery one, right?
Yep, and like people had purple or something.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be how she notices whether people are like earth or...
Oh. Well, and the shapeshifters came in at the very end too. So like maybe the shapeshifters will have like a certain color too. I don't remember if she noticed them being a different color or not.
I don't know if she did either.
I don't remember. But
that was an interesting take.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was... Well, and then they're like, actually, like Domenico, he's like a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
They're not just shapeshifters. Like, they're different. They're different things. So that'll come back for sure.
Same, but different.
Same, but different. For real, yeah. I don't know. I'm really excited to see what happens in the next book.
Yeah, I think talking about it I probably raised my... I probably raised my rating to 4 stars.
We change each other's rating all the time.
Yeah, I feel like one of us always ends up adjusting our rating after we've talked about a book.
For sure. But I actually think on this one, we were both really excited about it. And I feel like when I went into it, I was like, I've heard it's good. Like, I wasn't like, I'm like seriously looking forward to it. But then I get the hype.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I'm curious to read the next because I can see how the next one will really pick up too.
Me too. Me too as well. Oh, I love it.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, well, give us a follow on Instagram.
Yeah, or TikTok, Miss Willa's Book Club Pod.
Yeah,
see all our funny jokes.
We think we're really funny. We're just having a really good time.
Pretty much. Awesome.
I love it.
Well,
I'm going to grab a drink and then are you reading anything else? Do we want to talk about what we're reading?
Yeah, we can talk about that too.
I'm going to grab
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. We love you.